Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Gonna get this thing started up again. We've not done a recording in quite some time. Boy, even with the tree farm and all the garden, I'm still getting over 100 frames per second here. Anyway, yeah, I've not done a recording for the stream series in some time. Last week, remember, I was out of town for a couple days, so I had to pre-record a lot of episodes. And I lied to myself. I thought I had recorded all the way through Friday, but I had not. I only made it up to Thursday. So I made up for that by streaming twice. Had 2 streams on Friday. Had one on Friday morning, one Friday evening. And make up for the lack of episodes. But anyway, I hear a zombie. I was looking for that zombie. Oh, there she is. She's just a legless zombie lady. So we need to finish out the ceiling in here. Want to get that done, get some business glass, and we also started the new wing over here, the new tier. I kind of got to figure out what I'm going to do with this. You know, all the rest of them are the same level. This one was not. I could dual up the floor, and that may actually benefit me. Now over here, this one was not the same level because I had to leave one layer for the dirt to make it the same level, you know, and I goofed up over here, not keeping that in mind, and I remembered it, you know, after I had already started on it. But it's fine. We'll dual up on the floor, and hopefully it will hold the weight of everything I'm going to put up here. Or I could put some stairs right there. You know, I could put some stairs on these 3 areas right here and open up into the room. Either way, this room's going to be very necessary. Get this thing up and going. I want to see how I want to do this, too, to make it look right. Let me look at my inventory. Let me look at the forge room. It's been since last Monday since I've been on this Let's Play series. So I am unfamiliar with what I had going on. All right, so we're good there. We're good on fuel. How are we on cement mix? We're pretty good. I don't know why there's iron in there. Let's stick that in the right place. I'm going to throw that out. Stick our stone in there. Stick the sand in there. Well, I have this bulletproof glass. How much of that? That's business. Okay, so business plate. We're good. I could probably go over there and finish that out. This is the forge for bulletproof glass. I'm going to stick that in there. We're starting to run out of lead, and that's not good. This one we could get kicking again, I guess. Let me do a sort here. Stick that, throw that out there. And what are we doing on clay? Clay is low in this one as well. We'll have to get that all sorted and situated at some point. We're almost out of clay. Did old Crow come up here and eat all my clay? I think he did. We have less than a stack remaining. So, bulletproof glass block. Business. Well, this is kind of trash. I don't think I'll ever... Yeah, we'll leave it just for a test. You know, in case we need to test something in a way it's going to work out for us. All of this stuff I need. The business glass plate. But we have no bulletproof glass for over there. I guess I'll kind of get it started, the actual building, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do for glass going around it before I just start crafting a bunch of it. We're going to be short. Whatever I do, I'm going to be short with the lack of resources in the forge there. Probably going to have to do another mining episode here sometime soon. I know that's probably not the most desirable thing for some of you, but has to be done. Has to be done. And get those resources a kicking so we can build this base up all beautiful. Now, I'll be honest with you. Maybe some of you all have the lowdown. I don't do a lot of browsing on the forums. I don't know what's going on over there with the fun pimps, but I was just telling Vamp or someone the other day that I feel like we're right around the corner from Alpha 17. You know, if you look at the time period of about 8 months or so between Alpha 15 and 16 and all that they included in Alpha 16, that was a huge task to add all of the electrical components they did, the new traps and turrets and all that stuff that they put into Alpha 16. Took them 8 months. Well, this Alpha, from what I've read, we're done with that. Look at that. We're all done. Now I can figure out what part of the glass I want to, you know, if I want to take some out or if I just want to make an exterior way of getting up, which is probably what we're going to do. We need to leave this the way it is now because we'll have a horde inbound tomorrow. So I'll need to get the turrets loaded. That's a 63-day horde too. Let me take a look at my game stages. Game stage is 1555. Okay, that's manageable. I think I can handle that. There's a wandering horde coming through there. Did they see me? I don't know if they saw me or not, but here comes the rest of them. We're good on exploding crossbow bolts. He didn't see me, he's backwards to me. But we'll let him pass through. We'll just let him pass through. But I have so many little projects going on here. I got to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. This one over here, if I do that, it's going to leave me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 space to build inside. And we could go up even higher in the air. Would kind of be nice. Would kind of be nice to have that glass. You know what I mean? Instead of having a concrete wall right there, it would be nice to make that into bulletproof glass. We're not going to have enough bulletproof glass. I need the blocks. I need the bulletproof blocks for this particular area right here. Let me see what we're up to over here in the forge. I can make 136. Now that might actually be enough. Now we don't have any of those ramps. Someone had talked about putting the where are they at? These ramps down on the bottom so I could see the ground, but I don't think it's gonna hold the weight that I need it to hold. I don't think it's gonna hold all that weight. As a matter of fact, I don't count on the bulletproof glass actually holding. So we have 40 of those. We could get up to 170. Maybe I need to math a little bit here. Maybe I need to brain just a tiny bit. Now, I just finished up a stream about an hour ago. And so I'm a little, voice is a little fatigued from that. But I was excited to get back over here to this Let's Play and get some more building done on this base. I've been getting so much done on there recently with all the time I put in on streaming. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But we say 13. So 12 by 3. What would that be? 12 by... and then another 3 there and another 3 there. So 12 times 9. That's roughly like 100 or so. And maybe go for more than that. But oh, look at the wandering horde dissipated over there. They went over there and then they just stopped. Let me go ahead and take out Nurse Nancy. She's kind of looking my way. I don't want her to come over here and beat on my pillars. The way it dips down into here. Dip, dodge, dive, duck, and dip. Let me build out here so I can see what it looks like looking back at it. Well, we certainly need to change that corner pillar to a rounded block. That's something that needs to be done at some point before I get too deep. I want to change that up. We have so many projects going on. Let me turn this down just a tad. We have so many projects going on with this base. I don't know where to start, where to stop. Well, I worry now, too, if I take this block out, is it going to collapse? Is it going to collapse? I'm going to put this corner in there is what we're going to try. That's what we're going to attempt to do if it doesn't collapse. I think the way I have the supports done here should be okay. All right, let's see. That would give me 1, 2, 3 blocks of glass like I had planned. And then we could run some reinforced concrete along there. 3 would be enough, especially if we had the, where I could walk up right here and see down below me. Would be nice. Even thought about putting in bulletproof glass blocks right through here, so I could see down below us. But I don't know. But that's certainly the way I want that to look on the corner. We want that nice round look right there. And make sure I got it right here. Yep, nice round look going up from the pillar to the top. From the pillar to the post. Let's do the same thing right here. Turn it like that. All right, so that's it. 1, 2, 3 glass, and then the top. Do that 2 more times. All right, yeah, the base on the stream series is coming along. There's some things I'm trying to work out right now. I have some issues with frame loss. It's some weird spike that I get every once in a while, and some were telling me it could be my electrical system that I have, and I have a massive electrical system on there. And I might think about reworking that. But the base itself and the way it looks is all coming along. It's starting to look more like I had envisioned it looking. So 1, 2. I have to go 1 more. All right. 1, 2, 3, and then the top. Yep. And we'll probably have to put, to make it look right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that, just to break it, to break the center. And that's going to be directly over a post as well. And if I wanted to get really cool with it, I could round off the bottom, but I thought about doing ramps or something out there. I don't know how we could do that to make it look good. Now that I think about it, maybe that ramp was a bad idea, or that round piece on the end was a bad idea. So let's see, I could do something like that, but then it's not going to work out right with the glass if I did that. Trying to use these new blocks as much as I can, anywhere that I can, to give it that nice new curved look. We could just do something like, how close does that put me to the ground? It puts me pretty close to the ground, though. I don't like the idea of being so close to the ground. If I did go with this, and I took down those round pieces, there's nothing to put in. There's nothing to put in a corner for these blocks to fill in the little gap. And it's not much of a gap, but you know what I'm saying? There's really nothing there for that. But if I wanted to make this match up like that, the only problem I see with it, we don't have a lot of weight on these hallways, So I have this block being supported there, still supporting a couple blocks above it. But I can't, technically, I don't know. Maybe it would, but I don't want to take a chance of putting all this down around here, letting it dry just to match up with that. and then something happens, you know, it doesn't hold the weight going up. I'd rather put the wall in there. I'll have to think of some cool way to make this a rounded look. How do we do this one over here? Didn't we round off the bottom of this one somehow, or we leave it flat? We left it flat. That doesn't look bad. Once we get it painted, that won't look bad. Maybe I just leave it alone. Maybe I just leave it alone. Curved corners, a curved top, a flat bottom. It's not like we're going to be spending a whole lot of time looking up at it like that, you know? So maybe it's going to be fine just like that. I hear a screamer over there. So I want to do the same thing here. I want to build like that. Maybe even one up from there, like one more higher to put this rounded top on the tip top. You know what I'm saying? And then the bar going across. So maybe I do bulletproof glass up to there and then do a concrete part coming across the top. I don't know why I wouldn't. What does that put us at over here? We're level. 1, 2, 3. We're level. If I did it this way, or if I shaved off that top block and went with a rounded block, how much space does that give us from the floor up? That puts the ceiling right there. It won't look like it's completely crushing us, you know, like it's right there. If you put the wall, that would be like you're bumping your head on it all the time. I think I will go one higher though. I'll go one higher. So I'll show you what idea is that I'm talking about. Just kind of talking out loud as we plan this thing. Don't have anything in stone. I don't write things down to plan things out or anything like that. Just kind of build it. Just kind of place blocks and see if it looks good. And if it doesn't, we start over. And that's sort of been the theme of, well, I was going to say this series, but I guess everything I've ever done. Some of you ask, well, how did you come up with that idea? And why, you know, do you write things down? I don't plan. Sometimes I'll just have an idea. And that's why you see me, you know, I'll do these early morning recordings where I'm sounding like this. And I'm like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's because I just woke up, rolled out of bed and hit record, press record. It's because I'll have this idea. And I'm like, oh, I got to get this down before the idea slips away. So let me just upgrade this. And it sits on top of a pillar too, so that's nice and supported. Don't hold a lot of weight. So there's no frame loss here. Look at that. See, so I'm sitting about 163 frames, 65 frames per second. And if I just look at it, it should not dip down to like, oh, it did right there though. Did you see that? It dipped down to 114. I didn't move. I haven't moved anywhere. I haven't done anything. But it did dip down to 114. Let's see if it does it again. Excuse me. Sorry, my voice is dipped down to 140 right there. Voice is questionable right now. Questionable. So here we could go with this block. Let's do an advanced placement so I can see it, what it looks like. Did I miss it? No, there it is. You know what I mean? Something like that. And then I don't know how I can transition into this, but maybe like that? No. Well, I could if I put a solid block in there. If I put a solid block in there, I could transition into it. Is this going to collapse? No? So you see what I'm saying? If I put a solid block right there, and maybe I don't put a solid, like a flat or square block. Maybe I put a I guess that would give the possibility for a doorway if we did it that way right there. But maybe I could put a I don't know, a rounded or, excuse me, a ramp or something in there. We could put a ramp in there. I don't know, but I kind of want to have this all separated from the rest of the base. I don't want it to be... I don't think that's going to look bad going into a flat area. It looks similar to what we have going on over there, where the hallway looks like it just, you know, goes right into the building. It looks something like that. That would be all right. That'll be all right. And then the rest of it, we could take down these blocks here and put in glass. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Well, you saw how it went from 165 to 114 and then immediately back up. It's doing that on my stream series. The problem with the stream series is because the structure is so large and there's all of that paint and stuff. Oh, mister. There's another screamer. Because of all of that, I am dipping down to like 20 frames per second or something like that. It's only for a moment. I'm not going to worry about her. But it's just enough to make it skip. So if I'm moving along, all of a sudden, boop, it stops and it picks back up. And that is so frustrating when you're trying to place blocks or whatever you're trying to do. I hope this one doesn't become that way too. You know, this is on the same server. All I do is change the seed name much like you would on a single player. From Zombie 1 for the stream series to Zombie for this, lowercase. And so it's not the server. It's the seed itself. You know, it's the seed itself. And I don't know what I've goofed up over there, what I've done, but I'm kind of starting to believe that it may actually have something to do with the power that I'm using over there. And I worry with all of the lights that we're going to have going through this thing, I'm going to run into the same situation. Well, bulletproof glass block, where are you at? Because we're going to need all of those. Let's just do 100. And that's going to leave me, that's 40 minutes for 100 of those. And let me get the last bit of clay out of here. Stick up in there. And we're going to have to get more lead and put in there as well. You know something I've not checked? Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Shotgun shells. And exploding crossbow bolts. All of that's good for the horde. All of that is good. Let me take a bite of some tasty meat stew. A finger in every bite, folks. And drink my goldenrod tea. Tasty to the last drop. Get all topped off there. All right. I don't know why I'm carrying those around on me. And I picked that up from the augering that I have done. So if I'm going to place these blocks, like those, I can go out there and paint that piece. It's going to look beautiful. It's going to be fine. Same here. I can paint all of this because they are not the solid blocks. But since we've gone with those all the way around, you know what though? It's almost not going to look right if I don't do it that way. You know, to match the theme of the base. Of course, kind of did it that way over there. I guess I could take this out right here and put in the curved bulletproof glass up there. You know what I mean? Let's, how many plates do I have? 64. Let me cancel these blocks and we'll stick to the theme of using the plates instead of the blocks. They're a little bit more versatile. They're a little more versatile. I can do more with them. And you know, the one thing I'm looking at is that I can paint around them instead of, if I were to place a bulletproof glass block, because I don't know how I'm going to paint this base yet. I don't know if I'm going to stick to that theme like I did on the stream series. I'm thinking of a different color scheme. But if I were to place this block here, boom, like that, then I am forever bound to whatever color I put behind that block. There's no change in that unless you auger it out. And you know how hard it is to come across this bulletproof glass. So I don't want to do that. But if I were to use this, then I leave myself open for however I want to do it. Let's just build a section. Let's build a section. Let me auger this down. And it doesn't have to be bulletproof glass curved all the way, but just some of it. Just some of it. Let me do advanced placement. Let's just see how this is going to look. And if it's going to look okay. And then we have enough of these that we could do this number here. And I absolutely want this to be bulletproof glass here. I want this to be bulletproof glass. Much like we did everywhere else. You know, you don't need it. You don't need it for a roof, but you need it for your walls. Okay, so let me jump down and see what that looks like. Yeah, so that sort of sticks to the theme. I think that looks okay. Eventually, I don't even know if I need to upgrade that, though. You could probably just leave it that way. Can't forget, folks, horde inbound tomorrow. I need to get some spikes crafting if we don't have some already. I'm lost on this Let's Play series currently, so I don't know what I have and what I don't have. Here. Let me upgrade these and see what they look like. You know what I mean? Now let me build out here so I can get out and look back at it. Yeah, that might be okay. It might be okay. I could do the same thing up to this point. I think. Let's see if I can copy this rotation. You know what I mean? Do that just for this little tiny piece here, connecting to a flat block. Now we could do this as an angle or something, some other kind of block. Maybe you all can give me some suggestions on how we transition into the hallway. The most simplistic way would be to do it the way we just did it with a solid block. So if we did this, then I could do this number right here. We're going to need a lot more of these. I don't know if we're going to have enough with the 100 or so in the forge or not. Something like that. Okay. And I'm going to try a different design for the center of this. I don't know if I've spilled the beans as to what this is going to be yet. I hope I haven't. I shouldn't have spoiled that if I did. My bad. But yeah, I want to go with something different that I've done before. And don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I have no idea. I've never done it like this before, but all right, let's do the same thing there. Let's complete this on out to there. We have 75 of those left, folks. You know, I think we'd be good to kind of go all the way across with it and finish that. It'll just be these that we're short on, and we're making those now. I don't know how short we're going to fall on these, but the plates, but may not be too short. May not be too short. Let me build my way up here. We need to put one of these in right there like that. I like the divider. You know, I like having it a little division in there, if you would, something to break the glass so it's not just straight glass all the way around. I think it'll look nice to have that in the center. But you know, I say to give you suggestions as to how to transition into this area here. Let's see what it'll look like from over here. That's not bad. I tell you what, let me take some of these out real fast and try this. Try another idea. I don't really like the way this looks so much. How about if we did that there and that there? What does that look like? You know what I mean? And then I have to do an advanced placement here. That's not going to look right. Just stuck out in the hallway, I don't think. We'd almost have to do that all the way down. I still have to continue my lighting down here, too. Remember, I think either we ran out or I just didn't do it all the way here because I didn't know what I was going to end up with. But could it be something like that would be better than the flat block, the way we had it before. Let's make some stairs. Concrete stairs by 3. Put those away, get our stairs, and plop those down here. Well, it wouldn't make sense to do that, though, would it? To put the stairs right there? That wouldn't make sense. If I have the arch block the way I have it. I could do this. We could have that. So I like the way it looks coming down the hallway better than a flat block. That's fine. The way it is there. I think once we paint little things like right through here, you're not going to be able to see that difference. I may still put a plate in there. But that's how it will look once we get all the blocks in place. 2 more. 5, 20. We're going to have to put a divider in here. I have not put in yet. And put one of these right there, like that. You know what I mean? You're following me. You're following me, peeps. All right. So, that there. That there's some fancy building, folks. That's the inner country boy in me. All right. Put that there like that. And copy that rotation. Hope I haven't goofed up on this today. I'm pretty fatigued from 7 days. I still have more left to do tonight on the server too. All right, so something like that. And then I'll have to get real fancy up in the center. Let me count this out here. Let me count this out. So from this pillar to that pillar is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could have a center pillar in here. Leaves me 4 there and would be 4 there without the stairs. If I did this in the middle, it would leave me 3 and technically 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I want to do that way yet or not. I know you don't know what I'm talking about or what I'm thinking about doing, but this should be 20 up in here, right? Let me copy that rotation right there. We'll do it on this side because this is the side that the screamers are going to see me from right now anyway with the forges burning. not going to protect me against the wandering hordes, but it will protect me against screamers on the so 20, 40, 60, 80. We need 80 of those plates, and I think I made 100. Pretty sure I made 100, so that should hold me over there. It may be the best choice to just leave it open. Whoops. To leave it open on the bottom side. You know what I mean? Leaving it like flat, like we did the tree farm over there. That way the zombies can pass through the bottom. If the horde spawns right here and they come running across here, they're only going to have to make their way around the pillars. They're not going to have to worry about bumping their heads into the bottom of this thing. We don't want anything to hang down any lower than what it is. Just to keep everything the same height across the board. That's how I want to do it. So I'm pleased with that. Sort of pleased with that. That leaves it wide open for paint job. It really stinks on the game that I could back this off. Say I could put something like, I don't know what, a chest or a forge or anything in that gap. And then you could attach the bulletproof glass to it and go up on the outside. Of course, it wouldn't match right there, but this is a wasted space right here. I can walk in it, but I can't place anything in there. And that kind of stinks. I wish you could. Now, it's funny because if I step in here, I can put a block. Like that. Put a block. Can't place it, but you can make the motion and the block lines up. But if I'm over here, it won't allow you. It's like an invisible wall right there blocking you from sticking one in there. But it would be real cool if you could squeeze in, if it were modular, or maybe that's not the word I'm looking for. It's not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. It would fit the size of the gap right there. But anyway, it is what it is. I got to come up with something to do in the middle, especially if I want to go dual layer on this particular building, which I think I do. I think I want this building to be a dual layer building. In order to do that, wandering horde. I think they saw me too. We're not beating on anything. Maybe they didn't see me. I'm just going to chill out right here because I really don't feel like fighting a wandering horde if I don't have to fight him. That's a large wandering horde. Well, that's a crawly back there getting left behind. Must have taken off his leg with a cactus. Yeah, he was missing a leg. Okay. All right. Let me run back to the forge room real fast. Well, we have power going to the base over here, right? Everything's linked up with power or not? Not. Okay, it's not linked up. So we're going to have to, tomorrow when we come back, we're going to have to come up with a makeshift way to get power. Do I have a wire tool? I don't. A makeshift way to get power to our turrets for Horde Night. And we don't have a lot of turrets. Matter of fact, what do we only have? 4? We have 4. And I'm going to do away with this one right here. I'm taking this out. I only need 6 for a while. And so we'll put 2 in here with a spotlight in the middle. We'll put 2 over there, spotlight in the middle, 2 over there with a spotlight in the middle. So we'll have 6. Now, I don't think I have enough ammo to supply 6 now. And 6 is overkill and would be a waste of ammo even if I did, because the same turret's going to be shooting the same zombie twice. And you're going to waste a lot of bullets. But as the hordes get more difficult, I'll absolutely need to. Another thing I need to do is I need to go down here and upgrade these pillars to steel. So, power, pillars, and pommel P. No, I couldn't think of another P. Let me do that on the wall here. Power for our things, our turrets. And we need pillars, need to be upgraded to steel. Then I need spikes for the ground out there underneath the bunker. And I think that's it. Power, pillars, spikes. That'll be priority for tomorrow. That'll be our priority. Let me look around here. Look at all those plates that we created. Oh, and all the crossbows. So we have plenty of money. Next time we go back to the trader, whenever that may be. I don't know when the trader respawns, to be honest with you. I have 64, right? Well, let's stick this stuff in here. All my building supplies. We have sand. I'll be so happy to get all this rearranged like I have it on the stream series. It's so convenient on there. Everything is right. It has its own little special place, and not so on here. Not so on here. I don't even have this one labeled as concrete, but it should not be in that location. All right. So building. No, I don't see any spikes. Crafting? Yeah, spikes right there. Beautiful. Okay. I was like, man, if I left myself with no spikes, shame on you, Spartan. Get 500 of those going. We'll need to get our concrete out for Trader Day. Well, we just kind of have things slapped up in here, don't we? Well, we do have enough lighting to finish out one of the hallways. That's nice. That is nice. I tell you what, let's just stick this down here. Maybe I can remember to take some of this stuff to the trader. Wow, those go for a lot of money. See that? I might stop scrapping these things and start selling them to the trader to go along with our concrete, this hazmat gear. But eventually we'll have to get ourselves a nice little brass forge going, which will probably be that one right there. Well, we're going to have to move all this stuff. All this stuff's got to be, it's got to be changed around. It's not the way I want it. And gotta kind of triple check everything we have here. But that's what it looks like so far, folks. The room over here, or what it will look like. It's gonna fit the same kind of scheme or format, what we're going for. Still a lot of work to do in this room. A lot of work to do in this room. But let's see if I can. I can't see it because I don't have any lighting out there. I was gonna give you a little preview of what it might look like. Eventually, we'll have a way to get out on the end down there and in down there. And I thought about, maybe I shouldn't give this away, but I thought about making a tunnel like we have over here that goes down that way and back over and connects to the tree farm that way. I don't know. You know, that was just an idea. The same thing here, having a tunnel that goes down that way and connects over there. And possibly the same thing down here. I'm going to leave my options open because this room's going to fill up. I'm going to have some things in this room. But having a tunnel that would lead from, say, well, we could frame this in, and I don't have any, well, I have some frames. I was going to say I don't have any. So put a, where this pillar is, or this glass is, take that out. Oh, son of a gun. That was the only one. But frame it in right here. You know what I mean? And then do the same thing here. Frame it in right there. Take this out and make a hallway that's going to join what I'm going to build over there. And do the same thing over on this side here. Have it coming out of the end, goes down to right there. Boom, comes back here, connects to the center. We want to keep it center if we can, if it's possible. So a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do in a short time to do it. Because I really feel like Alpha 16 is coming out sometime soon. And or 17, I'm sorry. And if it does, if I feel like it is, they make some announcement about, you know, final build working on to start testing. I may just start trying to work on this off recording because I just don't currently have the bandwidth to get you any more than an hour a day right now, plus streaming on top of it. But anyway, we come back tomorrow. We'll get power. We'll get spikes over in our horde bunker. We'll get that all prepared for the horde. Take on that 63-day horde. And may even run a little bit of time off the clock so we have enough time to loot all the bodies. I don't think I'm going to knife the bodies for bones. How are we doing on bones? How are we doing on bones? We don't have a lot of bones, so it may be knife day. Maybe knife day. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. You have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located. I will see you all tomorrow.